stuffed jalapeno peppers with 18-month aged cheddar. The sharp cheddar and the aged cheddar, anything like that is my favorite. Definitely love it. And then we use the thick cut bacon to wrap the poppers in. But yeah, we'll do half of them with cream cheese and half of them with the aged cheddar. All right, first things first, we gotta make these guys into like little boats, all right? So we'll cut them in half. Let's see here, that's probably the best way. This one. Cut them in half, we get a spoon, we'll clean all that out, and then we'll fill it with cheese and wrap them with bacon. Because, you know, cheese, bacon, and peppers, it's really, you can't go wrong with that. So I like to take a spoon, right, to get the seeds out, all that soft tissue in there. Just carve it out real easy, just like that, and pop off the stem. So those two. Okay, so we've prepped our peppers. I've rinsed them to just get any extra seeds or stuff off of it. So I'm just gonna kind of dry them out a little bit. Okay, now a really important step, and this is before you fill it with cheese and whatever else you're gonna fill it with, but you wanna rinse them. Then you want to add a little bit of olive oil onto, just like that. And again, that's just non-stick cooking olive oil onto the peppers. And you want to get some sea salt or some Himalayan salt or some kind of salt. I mean, you could use kosher salt or whatever you want, but lightly salt the peppers before you put your cheese in. This is going to make the flavor explode. They are so much better when you put a little olive oil in there, put a little salt, and then once you start to cook them, that olive oil and the salt is just going to help kind of combine the flavors and cook the peppers. And I'm telling you, they are out of this world. So, all right, we are ready for the cheese. Cheese. The other half are going to be the 18-month aged cheddar. We kind of want it to just like that, be able to lay flat there in the pepper. Now for the fun part. Now it's time to wrap these guys in bacon, transfer them over to the pan. Okay, it is time to start wrapping these guys in bacon. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. Maybe some of them are more right than others, but this is how I do it. I don't use sticks or toothpicks or anything like that. What I'll typically do is just lay it over the top and then start to wrap. Now I want to wrap it kind of tight. And then I want to end my wrap on top of the pepper. All right, there we go. Jalapeno poppers are wrapped, ready to hit the grill. So we'll get back at you here in just a few minutes, show you how we're going to put them on the grill, how we set up the grill for smoking and cooking these poppers and beef steak tips. So y'all stay tuned. All right, and also before we get these guys on the grill, we're going to hit them with olive oil cooking spray. One more time. This is just you know, it's not really for flavor, it's more for effect. You're going to be able to get these a little bit more crispy than you would, because that olive oil will soak in and just crisp up the meat and everything that it's in. So olive oil is the last touch. All right, we're about to get the green egg all set up. I hope this camera situation works. We're not gonna be able to see the whole thing, but I'm just gonna explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So these coals have been going for a few minutes. Gonna mix them up real good. All right, so once we get that down, we're gonna put our grate down. We're gonna clean that grate up real quick. We probably need to let it sit in the heat for a minute. So let's do that. We're gonna let this cook for just a few minutes. All right. It is time to check on the jalapeno poppers and the beef. I may need to turn. Thermometer says we're at 200. That's a good spot. Nice little pressure build up in there. So let's take a peek. Looking good so far. Getting a little. No, that was a shred of cheese. Not a whole lot of cheese leakage. As long as we keep the temperature down, it won't start boiling inside the pepper. So yeah, these are looking great. We got jalapeno poppers and steak tips. All right, the jalapeno poppers are done. So you can see they're nice and crispy. That's kind of how I like them. I like them crispy. All right, we're gonna let these guys cool down. Still hot. And then we're gonna chow down. So there we go. Big green egg cooked jalapeno poppers.